Tiffany Wade was a loving mother of two. She loved setting her goals and crushing them to the point that she had earned her nursing degree by the age of 20 and became a registered nurse by the age of 20. Tiffany was so ambitious, she couldn't just stop there. She ended up starting several successful businesses: home care health, hemp, hair extensions, just to name a few. And occasionally she would delve into real estate. Here she can be seen showcasing one of her beautiful properties. And in all she did it with love and fashion, of course. But she also was a devout Muslim, so to stay grounded, she would teach others how to read and interpret the Holy Quran. Unfortunately, after a bad breakup, Tiffany, out of fear for her life, began to show and display very threatening correspondence between she and her ex and the father of her youngest child.
So now I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm never gonna touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You marry this nigga, I'm gonna get off on everything I love. I'm going back to prison on everything. Man, I don't give a fuck about that. I told you stop throwing it in my face. If this is what you want to do, go in and do it. Stop throwing it in my face. All right. I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing it in my face before I. This is what I'm telling you because that's what my mindset.
Unfortunately, on October 7th, shortly before 2 p.m., Philadelphia dispatch received a 911 call to a barbershop where they found Tiffany with a bullet wound to her abdomen and one to her head, and she was pronounced dead on the scene. And to add insult to injury, all of this occurred in front of her son. She happened to be giving him a haircut at the time. It was later announced that the father of her youngest son was the prime suspect in her murder. And in lieu of her death, there have been many allegations swirling. It was stated or alleged that her son's father had a couple properties that he transferred into her name, and he ended up losing them once she remarried when he was in prison, and that was the cause of this fallout. But even if that is the case, like Allah gave you those properties and Allah can give you more, that's not justification for taking a person's life. What I've noticed in lieu of Islam being, really pushed in Western society, it's almost as if some of the congregants, their spirituality or the spiritual component of their religion is being replaced by the ego. Like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan warned of this many years ago, I believe on the Phil Donahue show, when he was asked, why was he sent to the religions of Christianity and Islam, and he basically stated that once these religions were introduced to the West, the congregants would begin to become egotistical. And I couldn't agree more, because to equate property, like just looking at the comments on the date of her janazah prayer, people were almost insinuating like he was justified because she had taken the properties, or she was responsible for him losing his properties, like almost equating her life, the life of the mother of his children, to property. Again, Allah gave him these properties, and Allah could give him plenty more. It doesn't justify taking the life of the woman who was raising your child